Good morning. It is Tuesday, October 27th. Today on my desk we have some images I've been working on cutting out. I have a bucket. This one right here. It's just a wash basin type bucket type thing that you could get. And I rip out pages in magazines that have elements in them that I like. You know, these chandelier lamps, whatever they are, on this page are kind of cool. This page here with all the doorknobs, that's pretty fun. And then I'll go back through and then fussy cut around the elements. So I was working on those yesterday while on a Google chat with some friends, some of my art ladies. And one of these watches are always fun to get, but sometimes when you're cutting things out, you see things that can be used in a different way. And in particular, trying to get to them here. Got all these little chairs and doodads. Alright, so we have those, right? Those are earrings. And then we have those earrings there. And those. I might even have that other one someplace, but we'll just put it over here. So when I saw those, I'm like, well, obviously you can put them on somebody as earrings, but would be really funny, maybe. Let's see if I have a face here that would work. I found these magazines at a thrift store. They had a bundle of like 10 of them for $2 or something like that, and I decided that that was worth my money. I don't see a face picture. Let me look in here. No, here's one. Alright, so we have the face, alright? Well, wouldn't it be, maybe not this size face, but wouldn't it be funny if you turn the eyes into gems or something? Or created a face using all kinds of different parts and the gems were your eyes? I thought that might be entertaining on a page, so I've been looking for pieces of things like that. These were in that. This is like a I don't remember the name of the magazine now. It was a home decorating magazine, and they had these face pages in there, silhouette type things, and I think what they're actually doing is showing off the type of countertop stuff you could have. Different colors, but I thought the silhouette people was pretty neat. There was quite a few of them. So let's get those out of the way. So when you're doing your collage cutting out, just keep your eye open for parts that might be useful to use in a different way. You know, turn a face into something else. Oh, one other one I found that was quite funny. Pretty sure it's in this little pile. Yeah, here we go. You know the minions that are so hot right now? Washer and dryer totally look like a minion face to me. You know, the eyes and then the mouth down here. I thought it'd be funny to try and turn that into a critter person type thing. Alright. Last week sometime I saw a video from Shannon Green. I don't remember which one, so I don't think I'm going to worry about trying to hunt it down. If you watch Shannon Green, you've probably seen it too. But she had received some coasters from a friend, and then she also had some of her own, and she was talking about some ideas of what she could make with them, and I actually thought her idea was pretty dang cool. And I have these from a friend of mine, and she actually had bought a large box of them many years ago, and she was still working on trying to get rid of a bunch, and she gave me a few, and I had used some of them for some projects previously. One of those projects was Christmas related, and I had taken the Christmassy papers and cut them out. These aren't glued on, thankfully. Cut them out so I could make hanging elements, and I actually had like J-O-Y and N-O-E-L, and I did them for a craft fair kind of thing. Well, those didn't go over well. I don't think anybody bought them. I enjoyed making them though. So somewhere in my house of things I have some poor little coasters with Christmas elements stuck to them. But I thought what would be neat is to use, in fact I could use some of this Christmas paper on some of these and make a Christmas book. But she had thought, she got this neat little cover. It was off of like packaging or something. It fit perfectly around her circle coasters, but I thought I could take a few of these and use one of my smaller binder rings. You know, maybe this one here, a couple of them, or maybe just one, but maybe two, and make a little book. And on each of the pages, do some kind of neat collage-y something or other. And maybe that would be gifts, or maybe it would be something I could offer. Or maybe I could just make blank books and offer those. We'll see. But in my brain, I'm thinking, well, maybe I could come up with little kits or something of these coasters. And I found a source that looked like a great price. And what I did was looked at their website, and they had a little link on their website where you could request samples. So I did that. And I'm not going to tell you exactly where I got this from because I didn't want you to know. So they sent me some samples, and these samples are pretty funny. They actually can do all kinds of neat things now with coasters that I didn't know about. Let me find this section on their little pamphlet they sent me. Because you know, your beverage coaster is one of the first things someone at your table might see. You can get glow in the dark. You can get some that are interactive that, you know, they slide open and have something inside. They even have some that you can have custom cut. Let me see where that picture went. You can have custom die cut kinds where you build things with them. This particular company has a little football stand type thing, a little tiny football, so the person could play table football. Pretty darn cute. So these ones were some of their custom cut ones they had, so they sent me a little sampling. So obviously this one here is for someplace in Colorado. It's got some music going on, and they wanted theirs done like guitar picks. This one was pretty cool. We did actually get some money out and check to see if they're the same size, but this is actually bigger than real money. And so on the back it has their advertising. Funny little thing. That'll be great added in a journal book. This one's neat. It's got your drink coaster plus your bottle off the side. And I think this one was intended to be used as something you could hang off a bottle, maybe at a party or something like that. So this was the regular coasters, and this was a sampling of size and thicknesses. Now these particular ones, I don't have no idea how thick these are, but this one here is actually a little bit thicker than mine that I have. These are pretty sturdy, so I don't think I would really need to go quite that thick on my idea. This one's thinner than what I have, and I think that would end up being a problem. And this one here is a thinner one too. There's just a little, look, you can, you know, quite easily, I'm not really putting any effort into this, it's very, very bendy. Now this one is a bit thicker, so it's pretty sturdy. And then that's the thickest one, which that would definitely withstand a lot of abuse, but I don't really think I need it that thick. So I think something like this would be good. So I got Blake Shelton. This is kind of cute, and this might be fun added to something. Almost looks like Sims people. EA. Well, EA is a game company. I don't know if that's their logo, but that might be a Sims. This one's for some Coca-Cola Rewards Club. Some kind of fish restaurant. What's this one? Palm Beach. See, and there's this blank on the back. So I'm going to have fun playing with those little samples, and I think I'm going to put my order in for some blanks. And then while I was During the week, I did a few things. Nothing too exciting. I got my ICAD or ICAD book set up. I used the John Saul cover, and I put in this center part here, which, and all it really is, I took a piece of paper and I got my scoreboard out, and I did this. So you have a wide valley, and then the peak is just a point. So as you fold it up, it creates the little space at the bottom for you so that the pages will be separated a little bit. And once you get all of that folded up the way you need it, I did this as a sample so I could check to see how many would fit. You put your double-sided tape across the flat parts, and then you hook that into your binding. So then it's in there, and you get those little parts there that are separated a little bit, so when you're putting your chunky media on, you get a little bit of room. And I used a piece that fit the whole book. And I've just been taping my ICADs in, which for me stands for Index Card A Whenever. So I've been stamping the back of them everywhere, so when I tape them in, I know exactly what the date was, whether I covered it up or not. So I was working on another carousel card, which that video will come up this week as well. And I made one on the side to go with that. So I got my little glitter thing going on. And then I was goofing off using some Frisket. If you've never played with Frisket before, you should. It's very fun. And my Twinkling H2Is, I think these are. I used 3 colors, and I just did some blendy stuff on the paper there. And had some fun with that, testing it out. So that turned out pretty cool. And then this one here, I was working on, this one isn't done yet, as a side portion to a documented life page. So that'll go in here. And my book was perfect where I can put 3 ICADs in. And so when I turn the page, I'm going to tape the next batch on the back side here. And then I can peek and see what date they were used. And maybe if they become annoying, I'll just tape them together or glue them together or do something so that they're not just pooching out. But we'll see. So still working on that one. And then I was also working on Sunday, I think it was. I did some stuff in my Inspiration Wednesday book. This is not completed. This is just a start. We had to use either a drawing or a little image that we found fun. So I got that one off of the Outback, one of those kid menus. They have all kinds of stuff to play in. So I thought he was pretty funny, so he's going to be part of my page there. Excuse me. And to go along with the ICAD you saw, I was working on my documented life page. So this is drop paper back here, and I put that all on there, and then I went back through with some gesso and kind of hid a large portion of it. And then where I stopped the edge there, I've started some doodling. So I think I'm going to add some kind of a quote here. A lot of people like to use part of their page as calendar because last year's version was a planner, and so they had to incorporate their drawing and fun in with their planner part. I never bothered with the planner part. I didn't see that necessary. So I just have the artwork part, and this is in a flip somewhere else that you can look at. But I decided I needed to go through here and actually complete these pages that are in here and, you know, get them done. I've skipped some along the way and did other pages, so we need to fill in those blanks before the end of the year. That's the goal of mine. And what else have I been doing? I remember one more thing I did. I mentioned in my last video that I was going to do. Make my map for my Happy Mail book. So here we have the book. I haven't made the pocket yet, but here's the map. This doesn't have to be like, you know, super fancy. I decided to add a strip of the washi tape through the center here to give it some strength for when I'm doing all this folding bit. And I've that's a good word. I've put Africa at the back just because I don't really think I'm going to get anything from there, but it's here just in case. So most of my mail comes from America, so I put that on the front, and I went through with my different pens and I've outlined those locations. I think I mentioned that before. And then I colored the oceans just so that they would look a little, you know. I did decide to add a little wash to the map to kind of subdue it. So there's the America. Here's my Europe. And I had a problem here when I was matte gelling these down. It got stuck together, and oh my god, I thought I was going to have to cry. But I decided it wasn't dry, it had just stuck to itself. So I managed to get in and spritz it with the water and used a palette knife to gently pry it apart. So I do have a little bit of damage there, but I managed to keep the paper on there. So I need to come back through with my pen and just kind of fix up that bit of ocean there. That was a scary moment. But as you can see over here, there's no paper because it's actually still up there. So there's my Central America, South America, and my Australia and New Zealand, which I have now colored in. So that folds up nicely like that. And then I might glue a envelope on here that I can slide it into, or I really haven't figured out exactly how I want to put that in there. It might just be, maybe I'll use it as a binder clip it on there, and then I can remove it if I need to, but we'll see. So it goes in there like that, looking good. So I got lots of pages in here that need filled up with goodies, so you know how that goes. And I do believe that's it for today. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, wonderful start to their week, doing something creative. Get working on those projects you haven't been completing and get them done before the end of the year. You got plenty of time. And we hope everyone has If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and share so others can enjoy what you've been watching. And feel free to comment below, and have a great day. Bye.